Hello, if you're watching right now, you're watching on a replay. And hello, hopefully you've had a great weekend. And hopefully next time you guys can actually tune in live. Come hang out with us. Give us some suggestions. Come hang out. So, yes, like I said, hopefully you've had a great weekend so far. Thank you for tuning in. Anyways, always make sure you leave your comment and your reaction.
Come play with us.
Come play with us, guys. All right, there it is. There's our notification. Good, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this edition of MFers Live. Yes, it is June 24th, 2018. It is Sunday. It's coming near the end of our weekend. So, hello, Timmy. Hello, Suli. Hello, Peta. Hello, Leah. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Yes, like I said, it is Sunday, June 24th, 2018. Like I said, it's getting to the end of the weekend. I do believe this is the I do believe we got just under a week left for the kiddies to be in school, and then it's summertime. So hopefully everybody's prepared and ready for that. Hello, Charlene. Hello, Caitlin. Yes, thank you, everybody. We are here in the studio with none other than Nacho the Cat. And yes, we are filmed live in front of a live studio audience with Mr. Chef and Gordo in background. Where is Chef? Chef is behind the camera as always. And yes, I'd like to give a special thanks to the fam. The fam showed up yesterday randomly when we went live yesterday, and I had my little brother, one of my little brothers, popping in and hanging out and guesting with us. And I know he had a blast. He did. He totally loved it. And yes, we had Leah hanging out with us the night before as well. Hello, both. Yes. Suli says, hello, Chef.
Ni hao.
Ni hao. Ni hao. Hello, Brady. Thanks for tuning in, brother. It's always good to see you. One of our little MFers tuning in. Hello, Bryce. How are you? All right, so we're going to start this off like we always do. We got ourselves a little handful of shout-outs. All right. And ladies and gentlemen, come on. We have 1 week left. 1 week from today, yes, 1 week from today, we are going to be announcing the winners prizes, because 1 week from today, it will be July 1st, yes. And mark the day on your calendar because it's Canada Day. Yeah, July 1st. It's time to have fun. Yeah. Hey, Bryce, how you doing, brother? It's always good to see you. All right, so here you guys go. You guys ready? All right, so we have Ernie Stewart. There you go, buddy. We have Stefan Franchetti. And you know what? Yes, Nacho, as soon as we were done filming last night, Nacho, pointed out right away. He's like, you did it again. We only ended up doing one picture, one shutout with Nacho. So we're going to try to give him a couple today. Try to catch him back up. All right, then we got Christopher Brockel. All right, and we have Sarah Jacobs. There you go, dear. And then we have, Patricia Clarkson. There you go, dear. What else we got here? We got Ariel Alyssa. We have Dylan Wheeler, our one and only Riff. All right, we got one for Sarah Jacobs again. All right, and Mary Vignew. All right, you guys ready? I'll give you this one, okay, buddy? Here you go. Okay, you hold on to Mary's. Okay, and then Nacho, you send out your positive vibes, Mary, and we will. We'll make sure that we do a second set of shoutouts so Nacho can at least get his attempt twice. Hello, Sarah, big sexy. How's everybody doing? Like I said, it is the weekend. Hopefully everybody's had a great weekend so far. I know it's been really wet. Yeah. It's been raining all weekend. So, and there he is, Roof. How you doing, brother? It's always good to see you, buddy. And Dylan, you just missed it. We had shoutout for you, buddy, always. And yes, of course, hi, Sarah. All right, so like always, we're going to start off with our good news and history. And you know what? We can just, we have so many positive stories we can read. And they've been just popping up left, right, and center all day. My phone's been blowing up with the Good News Network app with all the positive stories that have been coming in today. Always, brother, always. All right, so our good news and history for June 24th. So 70 years ago today, the Soviet Union instituted the cruel Berlin blockade, attempting to cut off all inroads to West Berlin. Been in a slump. Oh, buddy, like I always say, brother, you're always in a slump. Always come hang out with us on MFers Live. And if MFers Live isn't on, reach out to me, buddy. I will respond always. Like I always say, if I don't respond, I'm either at work, sleeping, or I'm on MFers Live. What's this? Big time issue seeing comments. I was just going to. I couldn't find the show. Well, I'm glad you tuned in. I'm glad you were able to find it. Yes, we had a little bit of a late start. Gotta love technology. Try to set it up and get it running right on time. We always do our best. I'm glad that you're able to pop in. You found us right on. But it's just our history. So Berlin blockade, attempting to cut off the inroads west Berlin. Yet they refrained from stopping a massive humanitarian airlift led by American, British, and French flyers. Wow, that's pretty cool. So for nearly a year, more than 250,000 flights delivered thousands of tons of food and fuel to the otherwise strangled German city, which was surrounded by 1.5 million Soviet military troops. So 5,000 tons of food, coal, and liquid fuel were required each day to sustain the 2 million people. Despite the Germans having been the sworn enemy of the West just 3 years earlier, the merciful airlift gained popular support, and it was called America's greatest humanitarian mission of all times. And that was back in 1948. This weird. Like I said, we always pop in. Like I said, we're just a little bit late today, 15 minutes today, but we still get in here to give you guys the hour of positivity. Always. Hello, Christopher. How you doing, buddy? It's always great to see you. Okay, what else we got here? So, all right. So more good news on this day. So Margaret Brent, a niece of Lord Baltimore, not Lord Voldemort, not from Harry Potter. No, Lord Baltimore with a B, Baltimore. Was ejected from the Maryland Assembly after demanding a place and vote in the legislative body, and that was back in 1647. Canadians heard the very first performance of "Oh Canada," the song that would become the national anthem of their country, at the Congrès National des Canadiens Français. That was back in 1880. That was actually 100. That came out exactly 100 years before I was born. That's pretty cool. So President Vladimir Putin, sorry, not Volt. See, I just did it again. Baltimore. It's not Baltimore. Vladimir. Okay, Vladimir. All right. So President Vladimir Putin arrived in London on the first state visit to Britain by a Russian leader since the 19th century, and that was back in 2003. Exactly, Dylan. Always, but like I always say, ladies and gentlemen, I always tell everybody, guys can always reach out. There's always an MFer out somewhere. And like I always say, if you guys reach out to me, if I don't respond, I'm either A, sleeping, B, at work, or C, I am doing the hour with the MFers. It's the only time I don't answer my messages. But if you contact me during those times, I will get back to you as soon as I can. I swear, always. All right, here. So, Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Man's Chest, starring Johnny Depp, Keira Knightley, and Orlando Bloom, premiered and became the fastest film to gross over $1 billion. And that was just back in 2006. You don't sleep. Oh, yeah. Sorry, that too. Or it could be sleeping. But like I always say, ladies and gentlemen, if I do not respond, always bear with me. I will respond as soon as I can. Yeah. You said, do you sleep? And I ended up yawning. That's great. But yes, like I always say, ladies and gentlemen, I always do reach out. And I always do respond back. Always. So Australia. All right. So Australia swore in its first female prime minister, Julia Gillard, after she became the leader of the Australian Labor Party at the group's leadership election. And she is the first female that was in that position. And that was only like 8 years ago, 2010. Like, yeah. New York became the 6th and largest state in the country to legalize gay marriage. And that was in like 2011. Oh, this is an interesting one. All right, so on this day back in 1947, Kenneth Arnold reported the very first known sighting of UFOs after flying over Washington and seeing 9 luminous discs in the form of saucers. Coincidentally, this is also the day when the U.S. Air Force released its report in 1997, closing the investigation of the so-called Roswell incident, which concluded that the alien bodies witnesses reported seeing back in 1947 were actually life-sized test crash dummies. Well, so it's a little bit interesting. It's going to space talk, of course. And also on this day back in 1901, the shoe salesman Chuck Taylor was born in Indiana. While playing basketball in high school, Taylor began wearing the Converse All-Star shoe introduced in 1917. He became such a fan that he approached the company for a job and traveled across America selling the shoes as he organized basketball clinics. Because he was so successful in promoting the shoe, winning an 80% share of the sneaker industry, as well as fine-tuning its design to improve performance on the court, such as adding a reinforcing ankle patch. Converse added his signature Chuck Taylor to that patch and that star logo in 1932. The All-Star sneaker, simply known as Chucks, became the most successful basketball shoe in history, with over 80 million pairs sold. It's pretty awesome. And in 1936, Taylor designed the white Chuck Taylor All-Star High Top with its patriotic red and blue trim for Team USA as they headed to the first ever Olympic basketball tournament held in Berlin, where they took home gold. They took home gold that year. The iconic show was also adopted as the official training shoes of the U.S. States military during World War II. Once technological advancements caused the shoe to become obsolete for sports, people began buying the canvas unisex sneakers because they were fashionable. Converse heeded the call and began making them in a rainbow of colors. And Converse are comfortable. They are. Converse shoes are totally comfortable. Hello, Ken and Kelly. I guess that'd be Kelly. Hi, hello, how are you? Hopefully, like I said, ladies and gentlemen, hopefully everybody's having a great weekend so far. All right, so we're going to share this off. Okay, that's gone to Facebook. And like I always say, ladies and gentlemen, you guys can always follow along on the www.goodnewsnetwork.org. That is www.goodnewsnetwork.org. Ugh. Dude, you should get me. No, I just can't stop yawning. It's funny. Or like I always say, ladies and gentlemen, you guys can always go over to your local Google Play Store and get the app. You guys can always follow along there as well. Okay, so tweet. It's going to, there we go. There we go. Tweeting now. There we go. Oops. All right. And you know what, ladies and gentlemen? I haven't had a chance to read like positive stories all weekend. But there's so many of them. There is. We got positive stories with Tom Hanks, with puppies. Oops. Go back. No, I don't want to read them yet. All the really cool things that have been happening, even with a big, huge gorilla. Yeah. Positive stories, always. See here, we can go back even further. How far back can we go there? Oh, wow. So, yeah. Wow, okay, so I'm going back. I can go back 3 days. 3 days in positive history, positive stories that we haven't had a chance to read yet. So yes, let's see. We got Nachos in here. Nachos giving it some positive vibes, sending him off to Mary. Hopefully he can make them. I know, like I said, he's been a little bit upset because we had Brian hanging out guesting with us last night, and we only did like the one set of. We did 2 sets of shoutouts, but we forgot to give Nacho the last shoutout of the second round, so he didn't get to send his positive vibes. And the night before, we had Leah in the studio with us, and we didn't even get. We totally forgot to do the second round of shoutouts. And he's been bugging me and he waits till the end, and he's just like, seriously. And I'm like, yeah, buddy. And he's like, you forgot. And I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry. And usually I'm realizing when I'm posting up the photos to tag everybody in it, I'm like, oh, we only did one. Oops. And he's like, yeah, come on, we're going to do the second one. And yeah, we talked about it at the beginning of yesterday's show too, that we forgot to do it. And we're going to do it, and we totally. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys were tuned in last night, we just gabbed about wrestling. Yes. Like I said, we had the fam down here, and yeah, we ended up getting on this big, huge topic about wrestling. And we're not talking about the Olympic wrestling. We are talking about the WWE, WWF, WCW, the televised wrestling. And yeah, we just ended up going nuts with that one. You know what? I read that one. I just remember that one. And you know what? Here, we're going to actually read this one, because this one's about London, England. Okay? It's in the UK. Okay. So the city of London, and I'm not talking about London, Ontario. So Freedom, if you're watching, we're not talking about London. Okay? We're talking about London out in the UK. Okay? So the city of London will actually be powered by 100% renewable energy starting in October. Yes. We're not talking about, starting in 2 years from now or by the end of 2020. No, we're talking about October 2018. The city of London will actually be powered by 100% renewable energy. So that's always good. Hello, Jen. Thanks for tuning in. Yes, so the city of London has announced that they will be sourcing 100% of their energy needs from renewable sources by October 2018. So it's going to be starting now, and it should be hopefully all done by October of this year. So according to a statement released by the Square Miles ruling body, the city plans on implementing the shift by installing solar panels on all government-owned buildings, investing in off-site renewable energy project, and buying clean energy from the grid. The solar installations will reportedly stretch across 6 London boroughs, 11,000 acres of green space, and several markets and academies. So this is a quote. This is a quote, but this is a big step for the city corporation, and it demonstrates our commitment to making us a more socially and environmentally reasonable business, says Catherine McGuinness, chairman of the City of London Corporation's Policy and Resources Committee. By generating our own electricity and investing in renewables, we are doing our bit to help meet international and national energy targets. That is awesome. Hello, Shannon. How are you? It's always good to see you. Okay, so we're going to try to show this off. Oh, there we go. Oh, come on. Go a little bit faster in technology today for some reason. I don't know what it is. Maybe because it's a Sunday. Maybe. Maybe technology said, come on, it's in the week. Let me relax. Sorry, technology. Come on, you guys get stay caught up with us. All right, so that's true. So that's pretty cool. Because I know that's a lot of times we will read stuff and, about, towns and countries, running totally nothing but renewable energies. But it's usually not till 2020 or the end of it. But yes, so London, England should be fully 100% using renewable energies by no later than the end of October of 2018. So that's pretty cool. That is. So this one's a really cool one. Come on, how can you say no, right? So for her 107th birthday wish was to participate in a parade. So the town actually got together and threw one just for her. So all Medea Lewis wanted for her 107th birthday was to ride in a convertible in a parade. So her community, however, decided to give her much more than that. So when her birthday was steadily coming closer, the hospice caregivers at West Haven Nursing and Rehabilitation Center asked Lewis if there was anything special that she wanted for her birthday. She said that she had two wishes. She had two wishes. Okay, two. And one of them was to cruise through a parade in a car with the top down. So determined to fulfill her wish, the nurses started contacting people in the community and asking them to come out onto the street when Lewis drove by on her birthday. They created a Facebook event page with details about Lewis's cruise, and it immediately garnered over 800 confirmed attendees. That's awesome. So with the entire community of Stillwater, Oklahoma crowding the sidewalks, Lewis's birthday car ride blossomed into a fully fledged parade. So hundreds of people waved happy birthday signs, threw confetti, and gave flowers and balloons to Lewis as she drove by. So this is a quote. We're out today because what a fun thing to celebrate, a city resident told Stillwater News Press. I mean, who gets to turn 107 years old? And if she wants to have a parade, by golly, we're going to give her a parade. And we need this positivity in the world right now. Everybody's smiling today. I don't see one grumpy face. The whole town has come together to make it happen. And as it turns out, the town's compassion accidentally ended up fulfilling Lewis's second birthday wish. In addition to riding in the parade, Lewis had told the nurses that she just wanted everybody to be happy. Well, that is awesome. That is. And there is a little video at the bottom, ladies and gentlemen, where you actually see her in the back of the convertible and the little boys giving her flowers. She got balloons all behind her. And that is pretty awesome. And yeah, that was, so she got her two birthday wishes that she wanted. She got to ride in the convertible in a parade, and she just wanted to see everybody happy. And that is, the whole town came together, gave her the parade. I mean, she didn't ask for the parade. She didn't. She asked to be in a parade. And they did. They worked together, came together, and ended up giving her very own 107th birthday party. 107th birthday parade, I guess that would how it would be. And yeah, everybody's so happy and excited. So that's pretty cool. That is. So we're going to tweet this off quickly as well. Because, yes, ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow is our positive news day, and that's where we sit and read all the positive news stories. But got to try to get some of it here. Because I wouldn't have enough time to be able to read all that to everybody. I got it. But it is the weekend. We only have 1 week left. All right. So I don't know how much during the week I'm going to be able to show this off. Never know what's going to be happening on the weekend. All right. And like I said, we only have 1 week left. Because next Sunday, ladies and gentlemen, yes, next Sunday is July 1st. So that's when we're going to be handing out our prizes. Now, we got about like 30 of them to hand out, so make sure you guys tune in. Make sure, if you haven't had the chance to, get back and hit every stream that we've had so far for the month of June. And yes, we do have a couple times where we have days where you actually can get double because our stream was either cut off by a power outage. Well, actually, I guess they both be power outages. One was the breaker broke, the breaker popped. And just recently, the laptop died. So yes, there's always a chance there. Hello, Brandon. How you doing, brother? It's always great to see you. So, guys, we're going to show you a couple of these. We're going to show off our prizes. All right, so we got two of these. Yes, they come all the way from the artist known as Seven. You guys actually might see me sometimes wearing shirts. Seven. And he always thinks it's pretty cool that our symbol that we use for peace, love, positivity is actually sign language for the number 7 tool. He thinks it's really cool. But yes, in each of these CDs, they are the exact same CD. All right, and then we'll open this up so you guys can see. See, he autographed each one of them, so it's pretty cool. So we have two of those up for grabs, ladies and gentlemen. All right, I love autograph stuff. I love getting you guys autograph stuff. It's pretty cool. It is. Brandon, how you doing, brother? You should remember this. Brandon he's the artist known as Dice. The guy's pretty awesome. Yes. He helped us out a great deal at the Mr. Jones show in Guelph. He was manning the camera. It was pretty awesome. All right, and then we got some stickers, and I know everybody loves stickers. Come on, it's awesome. So we got 4 stickers up for grabs. He crossed out. So you guys aren't actually seeing that backwards. That is the proper way you guys are seeing this. All right, it says crossed out. But when you take the sticker off, the sticker wherever you want it to, don't get rid of the backing, because the backing, as you can see, is actually autographed by the artist himself. That's pretty cool, huh? So yeah, we have a bunch of those to hand. What else we got? Oh yeah, and then the Deadly Duo. Yeah, thanks to Gavin and Mr. Benz. They sent us in a couple more of these. We've handed a bunch of these out already. They found a couple more, and they're like, "Hey, you know what? You want them? You want to give them a surprise?" So I'm like, "Sure." So yes, we got a couple more of the Deadly Duo Slaughter the Game EPs up for grabs as well. Oh, there's another one stuck together, right? All right, so that's there. And yes, the Deadly Duo is going to be going on tour with Mick to Wayne. Yes, Mick to Wayne. And it is it's like a 6-day tour. It's only a small little tour. It's not a big, huge one. But yeah, it's a little Ontario tour that they're doing. And of course, the tour is supported by Cold Coal. But it's brought to you by the Royal Prince Records. And yes, this is the way they did it. It's pretty cool. And I've never had this before. This is pretty awesome. We've been given tickets for shows and stuff. But this is the very first for ours. They sent us 2 tickets to each of their Ontario shows, which is pretty awesome. All right, so this is where they started off August 16th. All right, they're going to be in Toronto. Yes. Like I said, tickets are like $10, right? Or you got, like I said, guys, you guys have a chance July 1st. We're going to be handing these out so you guys can get your hands on them, so you guys can book your day to be able to go. We're just going to be grabbing them. And this way, we're just going to, we're going to do one at a time, right? So, like I said, so we got a whole bunch of them. And ladies and gentlemen, you guys always have a chance. We had Ken and Kelly Grant. They're actually a couple that has a winning streak of winning together. They've both won the mugs. They're the only other ones that have they have one of these mugs and one of these mugs. Yeah, the one that Nacho sits in. So they actually won a set together. They've won a set of tickets together as well for the Mr. Jones show, which we got autographed for them, which is pretty cool. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, you guys always have a chance to win multiple prizes. But yeah, here's 2 tickets for the August 16th show in Toronto. All right, so we're gonna go. Okay, we'll go like this, so I don't mix them up. All right, and then 2 days later, on August 18th, they're going to be live in Hamilton. And look, there's 2 more tickets, ladies and gentlemen. 2 more. That's pretty awesome, right? And then see, I got people I cannot answer, but I will answer as soon as I'm done. I promise. I always do. But this is the hour I give to all my MFers for you guys. Like I always say, you guys can always leave a message, give a comment, or give, like an idea. We'll sit here and gap. That's what happened yesterday. We had Nate the Great pop in, and he started talking about wrestling, and that's all it took. And the fam just went nuts, and that's what we ended up finishing talking the entire show about it. But yeah, all right, so 3 days after that, we have them live in Belleville. And I got 2 more tickets for that. That's pretty cool, eh? So that's in Belleville. And then the day after Belleville, they're going to be all the way in, boom, Picton. Picton, yes. So it's going to be pretty quick, too. And then the day after Picton, they're going to be traveling a lot for like 4 days in a row. But for the day after Picton's show on August 23rd, they're going to be in Kingston. Yeah, Kingston, Ontario. All right. And I do believe this is the very last. I do believe they finish. I do believe the last one is finished in Guelph. But yes, the very next day on the 24th, there you go. They're going to be in Guelph, and like I said, ladies and gentlemen, hopefully, come on, MFers, come on. They're $10. The show starts at at 8, and it is at District. Okay, we've been at District quite a lot. And yeah, come on, you might be able to come hang out with the original MFer too. Because come on, it's summer. And I don't even know. I'm gonna have to find out because it doesn't say if it's all ages or not. I don't know. I might have to look into that. Let's see if I can find out for you guys. All right, let's see if we can do that. But yeah, like I said, ladies and gentlemen, we have. It doesn't look like much. It doesn't. Look. That's that. It's the way it is. See, that's how it's all piled nice and neat together. And it's like, oh, that's the prizes. There's 30 prizes in my hand. Yeah, 30 prizes in a little handful. Like I said, it's the joys of tickets because they're so thin that they pile up together. So it's pretty cool. But yeah, I don't know how much I'm going to be able to show those throughout the week because we do have our Positive News Day on Monday and Wednesday, and then we also do have our Tea Time Tuesday and Thursday. And you never know who's going to pop in the studio. You never really know. I always do kind of like a hands out. I do love when people just randomly pop in, or we get a guest just before. But the more notice I have, the more of a hype I can build up for you. Try to do like an event page and stuff like that. I try my best. All right, so this is a really cool part here. This is actually from 2 days ago. For anyone who is diabetic, you guys are going to love this story, okay? So 8-year study shows that simple treatment can reverse a type 1 diabetic to almost undetectable levels. So researchers have just actually published a groundbreaking new study showing that a tuberculosis vaccine can almost entirely reverse the effects of type 1 diabetes. So according to the research conducted by the Massachusetts General Hospital, physicians have been using the BCG vaccine against tuberculosis for almost a century. More excitingly, though, the team found that after giving the shot to a type 1 diabetic patient, followed by a booster shot 4 weeks later. So it's one shot and then followed by a booster shot 4 weeks later. The patient's blood sugar levels returned to near normal levels, and their blood sugar continued to remain normal for the next following 5 years. That is awesome. Hello, Yvette. Hello. It's always great to see you here, dear. Always. So that's pretty cool. Not only that, the 52 adults involved in the study all had long-standing type 1 diabetes, and every single one of them experienced the same positive reactions. Patients in the placebo group continued to show rising levels of blood sugar over the course of the study. So investigating how BCG administration procedures is beneficial effects, the research team identified a mechanism never previously seen in humans in response to treatment with any drug, a shifting of the process of glucose metabolism from oxidative physio. What? Okay, we're gonna try this one. So phosphorylation, the most common pathway by which cells convert glucose into energy, to aerobic glucosis, a process that involves significantly greater glucose consumption by other cells. Wow. So this is clinical validation of the potential to stably lower blood sugars to near normal levels with a safe vaccine, even in patients with long-standing disease. says Dennis Fossman, director of the MGH Immunology Laboratory and senior author of the report. Wow, there are so many big words in this one. Wow. So in addition to the clinical outcomes, we now have a clear understanding of the mechanisms through which limited BCG vaccine doses can make permanent beneficial changes to the immune system and lower blood sugars in type 1 diabetics. That is awesome. That is really cool. Like I always say, ladies and gentlemen, come on, we get to see the we are in the day and age with our technology the way it's going. We're constantly coming up with vaccines and cures, and this is why we're able to live so long, and this is why she's like 107. It's because of the constant technology we have. We're able to sustain our lives a little bit longer every year and every generation. It gets a little bit longer and a little bit longer. But yeah, that is pretty cool. That is. I'm gonna have to send that to TJ because he's one of our MFers who has that diabetes. And that'd be pretty cool. Something to show him. So, where are we here? So, Nacho, some more shout outs, buddy. Nacho. What do you normally? Come on, Nacho. We're going to do shout outs. I'm going to make sure you get another one. I promise. Okay, buddy. All right. I'm sorry. Okay. Sorry, buddy. Okay. You a little pat on the back. Okay, I'm sorry. Hit you a little bit hard going by. I'm sorry. Here. You hold Mary's name. Okay, you hold Mary's name. We'll get some more shows going. Okay. All right. Okay. So here we got another little handful here, ladies and gentlemen. All right. So we got Gordon Giles. There you go, brother. See who else we got here. We have Ariel Alyssa. God, I know you're here. I don't know if you're still here. I hope you're still here. There you go. Yvette Prince. There you go. And then we have Kim Hunter. There you go. This one's getting all squished here. We have Ashley Smith. There you go. And then what else we got here? We got Becky Radke. There you go. See, I can say it right. See, Becky Radke. Yeah, I still can't believe that. Still can't believe it. For years, I kept saying her name wrong. Always. But Becky Radke. Get that right. Yeah. All right. And then we have Brenda White. And then we're getting there. We have Peta Zelinka. Selinka. That's it. Selinka. There you go. Peta. Okay, right? And then we got look. Ready to send some positive vibes off to Ashley Smith. All right, so can I take Mary's name? Okay, I'm taking Mary's name. Okay, I'm just going to say right there for you. Here you go, okay? Send out to Ashley Smith. There you go, buddy. Okay, and I'll stay over here, okay? I try not to hate you, I promise, buddy. It's just you're so close, and you're so cuddly, buddy. You're so cuddly. All right, so let's see here. Here's one here for you guys, because you guys are ready for this one. It says, Pine cop replaces stolen groceries for man who fainted from diabetes in a parking lot. Yeah. So compassionate police officer is actually being praised for the kindness that she showed towards a man who had his groceries stolen while he was having a diabetic episode. And how convenient, we were just in there talking about diabetes, all right, how type 1 can actually be cured. That's pretty cool. So Officer Kristen Korziak, there we go, has been stationed at a Walmart in Houston, Texas, when she saw a groggy-looking customer come back in the store. A man walked up to the police officer and told her that he had just had a diabetic episode. While he was being treated, someone had taken his groceries. So since the man was on a fixed income, he was unable to buy more food. So without hesitation, Korziak used her own money to replace all of the man's groceries, roughly about $30 worth of vegetables, medication, and meals. When she was later interviewed for her act of kindness, she explained that many of her family members have struggled with type 1 diabetes in the past, and she understands how awful the disease can be. Additionally, she simply said that helping the man was the right thing to do. This is what she quoted. I just don't want to see that young man suffering, she said at a press conference. It's part of my job to care about the people. He wasn't having a great day. He wasn't feeling good, she added. If you see somebody being mistreated or taken advantage of, say something. You have to treat people like they were your own family. Because you know how it's how you want to be treated, right? And that is just really nice of her. That was. And she's just a young officer too. So it's pretty cool. And she didn't have to, but she did. You know, she learned from personal experience because her, like she said, some of her family members have suffered from type 1 diabetes. And it's just kind of like the right thing to do, right? Well, I know I'd be the exact same way. And I'm a poor man. But I'd probably still give like the last $10 or whatever I had on me to help out. And that was really nice for, and like I said, see, ladies and gentlemen, MFers all over the place. And MFers they're great people. There's police officers, there's doctors and firefighters and astronauts, and just everyday people too. We have celebrities out there that, like I said, we're proud to call MFers there, because they use their fame to help others out, and that's a really cool thing. That is. So what else? What else? It keeps changing. It does. Here. This is going. We'll read this one today too. Yeah, we got time. Of course. So Lyft, yes, LYFT, is giving free rides to cancer patients headed to medical appointments. So let's see, this is pretty cool. So one of the largest obstacles faced by those with cancer is getting to and from their doctor's appointments. But thanks to Lyft, there will no longer be a problem for hundreds of passengers. Well, I guess this is in the States. But this is pretty cool, though. It's still, right? It starts in the States. It can come always up here, too. Just like, we have stuff that start up here in Canada and go down there, right? But in partnership with the American Cancer Society, the ride-sharing service announced that they would be offering free rides to cancer patients who need transportation to a hospital. So it's called the Road to Recovery Initiative is expanding on Lyft's pilot program, which has already been operating for the last year out of Las Vegas and Miami. The service will soon be available in 10 more American cities, including Atlanta, Cincinnati, Denver, Houston, Philadelphia, and St. Louis. If you're in need of transportation to a cancer-related appointment, you can visit the Road to Recovery website to arrange a ride. Passengers are advised to schedule the rides at least a few days in advance in order, so that minors or patients with mobility issues are also required to travel with an adult companion. Well, that kind of makes sense. It does. It totally does. I just left the show on, hoping to read everything that went on in the feed. So Kelly's here. Hi, Kelly. I didn't see Kelly pop in. Hi. So yeah, that's pretty cool. That is. It's pretty awesome. That is. So cancer patients, and it starts off something small. It is, and that's it. It's all it takes. It does. You just have something small, and you can make that expand worldwide. And like I say, ladies and gentlemen, when we first started off, MFers Live kind of became its own thing. It was kind of something that just kind of, Guelph and a little bit of the surrounding area. When we are worldwide, we have MFers that tune in from all over the world, from Australia to the Philippines to Algeria, even in England, in the States, and also in all across Canada. It's pretty awesome. It is. See, this is a real cool story. But okay, you guys remember Coco the gorilla? You guys remember hearing stories about Coco the gorilla? Yes. Coco the gorilla's extraordinary life. Yes. From sign language to meeting Mr. Rogers. Yes, Coco got to meet Mr. Rogers. Yes. So after spending 46 years on this planet as an ambassador for interspecies communication, Coco the gorilla quietly passed away in her sleep on Tuesday. The Gorilla Foundation issued a press release on Wednesday announcing their friend's passing, noting that she was 46 years old when she died at her preserve in Santa Cruz, California on Wednesday, and that she was beloved and will be deeply missed. Her impact has been profound, and what she has taught us about the emotional capacity of gorillas and their cognitive abilities will continue to shape the world. So the Western lowland gorilla was famous for her astonishing vocabulary, which made her adept to communicating with her human companions. She was capable of signing over 1,000 words and phrases in a modified form of American Sign Language called Gorilla Sign Language. That's pretty cool. Additionally, she could understand over 4,000 words of spoken English. Her intelligence and compassionate spirit got her onto the front page of the National Geographic's on two separate occasions. The very first issue was back in 1978. It was a photo of Coco taking a picture of herself with a 35mm camera. The second one, which was published in 1985, depicted her and her pet kitten. Yes, her little pet kitten called Allball. Allball. That was the kitten's name, Allball. The foundation will continue to honor Coco's legacy and advance our mission with ongoing projects, including conservation efforts in Africa, the Great Ape Sanctuary on Maui, and a sign language application featuring Coco for the benefit of both gorillas and children, says the organization. That's pretty cool. That is, come on, you guys got to remember Coco. Coco is awesome. That's pretty neat. But yes, thoughts and prayers go out to you, Coco. Yes, I remember growing up watching Coco. I do, and reading all the little articles on you guys. Awesome. Coco is a gorilla, and then learned like sign language. It's pretty awesome. She was able to communicate with everybody, and she understood. She was really smart. But according to, like I said, there's many different theories that we come from the ape gene. But what we've actually found lately with technology that we have and learning new things is that every living thing, everything that's in this world is connected. But one way or another, we have a little bit of DNA of everything. It's pretty awesome. It is. So we're going to tweak this off as well. And I got time. Let's see here. Oh, okay. What's the what is it? Oh, that's good news. We read that one. All right. I don't know if we can play that though. We can try. Let's see what it says here. Maybe. Okay. So, okay, ladies and gentlemen, when I share this, you gotta go definitely check this out. Okay. You guys can actually listen to a college grad's singing resume that landed her job and fame. Paige Kemna was sick of sending her resume to companies without seeing any results. So she decided to adopt a more creative approach to job applications. The University of Denver grad published a video of herself playing piano and singing her resume, which immediately scored her some media fame. So, hello, John. How are you doing? Thanks for tuning in, brother. So Kenya reasoned that any workplace reluctant to hire someone based on such an unusual application would not be the kind of place she would want to work at anyway. And the non-traditional move paid off. She goes, I wanted them to know who I was outside of just paper. So I decided to sing them a little song to show them that I could go the extra mile. That's what she told the KDVR. So more importantly, she's now employed in a creative position at Zoom Video Communications. And she makes money creating commercial jingles and video content. Kind of goes, hand in hand with it. Right on. Hello, Kat. How are you? Hopefully you're doing a little bit better than you were yesterday. Heard about the fall. Hopefully that you were able to relax, keep off your feet and heal a little bit, because always. Kenya became another example of how success is waiting just around the corner. And if you see, use your if you use your imagination to envision it, you can make anything happen. That's pretty cool. Hello, Becky Pfeiffer. How are you? They've got her YouTube video application. And then this is, it would be the news story as well. So there you guys go. So there's 2 videos to check out. 2 videos for sure. All right, so we're just going to share this off quickly. All right, we're going to call it midnight. We're going to tweet this off. All right, because then we got stuff for tomorrow. I know it's getting late for everybody. It is Sunday. Everybody's got to, I know the little ones, they still got to get up for school tomorrow. All right, because I do believe this is the last week before summer holidays. So it's going to be really fun.
Ship them all to
boarding school. Out in the Netherlands, they go to school all year long.
Yeah.
And it's mandatory. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to say thank you for everybody tuning in tonight. Of course, we're just beeping all over the place. Make sure I don't simply do. But yeah, I want to say thank you for everybody who tuned in. All right, hopefully everybody had a great weekend. I'd like to say special thanks to my guests that I had this weekend. We had the wonderful, the amazing Leah DeBrick from the Spiritual Detectives that hung out with us Friday night. And then we had Brad Volke. Yes, my little brother. One of my little brothers. To guest with us. And like I said, we had non-stop talk about wrestling. It was pretty amazing. It was. Hello, Sharon. How are you? Thanks for tuning in. Like I always go, we got 1 week left. Yes, 1 week. Because come this time next week, next Sunday, it is the first. It is Canada Day, and we're going to be handing out a whole bunch of prizes. Yes, and like I always say, ladies and gentlemen, to Leah and Brian, you guys are always welcome back anytime to come guest, and anybody's welcome always. The studio door is always open. Come on down, and like I said, come hang out with the original MFer. And like I said, with our live studio audience, the Maester Chef and Gordo, and of course, can't forget Nacho. Nacho loves hanging out with everybody. He does. So like I always say, make sure you guys get your comment and your reaction there, because next Sunday. That's pretty cool. Yeah, it worked out great. But yes, next Sunday, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be drawing prizes. We got 30 of them to hand out. 30 prizes. So, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you tune in for sure. But yes, all right, to the one out there, I know that you watched. You may not comment, you may not react. It's all good. Always remember though, je t'aime, right? And I want all my MFers to know I love each and every last single one of you. So yes, all of you. I'm serious, each of you. Okay. Because without you, MFers Live wouldn't be where it is today. Like I said, we've had a birthday bash, we've had a Christmas bash. We've got to host an entire event, an entire hip hop show with Mr. Jones. It was pretty awesome. Got to meet some really amazing people over the past little over a year now, so it's pretty fun. But yes, and thank you so much for tuning in every night. Your support is amazing. Like I said, our numbers are up all over the place, but we touch a lot of people, and it's really fun, really amazing. It's good to know that we can make people smile. Sorry to the 6 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock news, whatever time you guys come on. Sorry for your competition. But hey, if you guys want, okay, news outlets, you guys want, come hang out here in the studio, okay? We'll talk news. But I have rules. It's got to be positive news. So you can't bring your normal news onto here, okay? It's got to be the positive news. We got to show the world positivity that happens around the world, and it does, okay? Because you know what? We're not about the negativity. We're all about the positivity and trying to work together. And like I said, The world will be a lot better place by working together with a little bit of peace, love, and positivity. Yes. So, yes, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you guys tune in tomorrow night. Same MFR time, same MFR channel. All right. Always keep spreading peace, love, positivity. Tomorrow is our positive news day. So, we're going to be reading a whole bunch more positive news. Oh, yeah. All right. So, yes, thank you very much for tuning in. And, oops. Oh, no, come on, laptop working here. Okay. But yes, if you are watching live right now, or you are watching on a replay, and yes, you guys, I started to catch on. And, it took me a little over a year to even realize it. But I do always say, like, a little bit of a message. So if you guys come in, like, after you guys get your notifications, at the end of the show, go check it out, okay? Because I do reach out to everybody, because it's the replays. And I always put like a little bit of message and recognize everybody out there for tuning in at that time, instead of just starting it off, because usually people are coming in. I've already done the whole good morning spiel and trying to get better timing for everybody, doing my best. But yes, if you're tuning in live right now or you're watching our replay, you're just listening to the audio. All right. And just always remember those two words. Okay. If you guys cannot say it to yourself, come on, tune the show in. Okay, like I said, watch it on a replay or watch it live. If you guys want, like I said, reach out to me. I will personally say it myself to you guys, okay? Always remember those two words, okay? That you, yes, you, okay? Yes, you matter, okay? Because you do. If you guys are having a hard time believing that you guys don't matter, trust me, you do, okay? And always remember that yes, you matter, okay? And in the words of Bill Nye, let's help save the world. And I believe by using using peace, love, positivity, that we can make anything happen. All right. I'll see you guys all tomorrow night. Thank you guys all for tuning in. You have yourselves a great, wonderful Sunday night. And I'll see you guys all back here Monday night on our positive news day. All right. Keep spreading peace, love, positivity, everybody.